In this lecture, we are going to talk about some emerging topics related to blockchain. So the first topic we're going to talk about is other blockchains. So in the previous class, we talked about Ethereum, Ethereum mainnet, and also Ethereum testnet. So for Ethereum, the dominating language is Solidity. Of course, there are other programming languages, but the most commonly used is Solidity. So, so today we're going to talk about other networks. There are also blockchain networks, but they are not as popular as Ethereum. They also use smart contract, and some of them are compatible with Ethereum. But some of this network, they have their own consensus algorithms and some other mechanisms that are different from Ethereum. So the one we're going to introduce today is, the first one is BSC, Binance Smart Chain. So why I picked Binance Smart Chain to introduce here is because actually Binance Smart Chain was first introduced and developed about 2 years ago. So this is a relatively new blockchain network. The reason is because it's developed and managed by Binance. So Binance is the largest crypto exchange in the world. In the United States, the largest crypto exchange in the United States is actually Coinbase.com. So if you ever taken my 459 class, so you should get to know Coinbase.com. But globally, the largest crypto exchange is actually Binance.com. But because of regulation, Binance.com, they restricted service to users in the United States, and then they separate. They had a company called Binance.us, so which is providing service just to users in the United States. And Binance.com is a global crypto exchange. So BSC is actually a fork of Ethereum mainnet. So it's EVM compatible. So which means if we write a program in Solidity, so we can deploy it to Ethereum network, mainnet, or testnet. And also we can use the same contract, same code, same program to deploy to BSC. So they are compatible. So for from the perspective of a programmer, it's easier, it's more convenient for us to say we have a Ethereum program, then we want to migrate to BSC, so it's easier. So Binance Smart Chain use proof of stake, staked authority as the consensus algorithm, and also it supports cross-chain transfer. And the block time for BSC is about 3 seconds. For Ethereum, is over 12 seconds. For the gas fee, it's much less expensive using BSC because the average gas fee is less than 10 cents in BSC. And for Ethereum, so usually on average, we'll need to spend over $15 for one transaction. Of course, it depends on the price of Ether. So here are some links on the slides. So if you are interested in more details, for example, some details about BSC. So you can click this link. There's some documents and also detailed description about BSC. Proof of stake, they provide a document to explain what is proof of stake authority. Cross-chain transfer. So there are some document about it as well. So which means if you have Ether, so you can transfer from Ethereum mainnet to BSC. So the reason why Binance.com developed the BSC is to solve two challenges. One is because of the bull market, and the Ether price got higher and higher. There are more and more people, more and more smart contracts deployed to Ethereum. So the network becomes slower and slower. And also the gas fee getting higher and higher. So then, so this is the major reason why BSC come to the playground. Of course, besides BSC, there are many other blockchains. For example, like Polygon, Flow, Loon, Cosmos, and many other public chains. So I think all of you have heard of Loon, because in the crypto zombie lessons, so the lesson actually created by Loon. So Loon is also a public blockchain. So there's a lesson about how we can also deploy crypto zombies into Loon network. For Polygon, so Polygon is closely related to Ethereum mainnet, and also it's the gas fee is also much less, and also the network is much faster. So let's talk about how to use BSC. So the first question may come into your mind is we talk about collecting MetaMask to Ethereum, testnet and mainnet. So then how can we use MetaMask with Binance Smart Chain? So here is the link. So this is actually a website that I created to introduce some recent projects and updates from the lab, and also from the blockchain club. So we will talk about the club later, then the lab later. So let's talk about how to connect MetaMask to Binance BSC first. The first thing, we still need to install and set up MetaMask. So we have done all of this in the previous classes, like install, setting up. So you need to download, create a wallet, something like that. So you will see Ether in your wallet. So remember to write down the seed phrase. So we have all done this. So then how to connect MetaMask to Ethereum? So it's somehow very similar of how we connect MetaMask to Ethereum testnet, and also for Ganache network. So that is, we are gonna go to account setting. So then from the drop down, so we're gonna select networks from the setting. So you see here Ethereum mainnet, testnet, local, right? So just click add network. So then we can manually add a network into the MetaMask wallet. So BSC also has mainnet and also has just one testnet. So it's not like Ethereum. Ethereum has several testnets. So BSC only has one testnet. So for BSC mainnet, it also has like this is the URL. So you are gonna put in the network name. So you can put in like BSC or smart chain. So this does not matter. So what matters is the URL. So remember when we set up Ganesh with MetaMask, so we need to make sure the URL, the chain ID, network ID should match MetaMask setting. So these are the two most important settings. The symbol, and this is for the block explorer. It's similar to Ethereum. So we can take a look of the transactions from the explorer. So this is for mainnet. For testnet, it's similar to Ethereum testnet. So network name, the most important is the URL and the chain ID. So for the testnet, each testnet also has its own explorer. So you can add into the settings over here. Then after you have done, just click save. So for example, like if we use testnet, so here you are gonna see the testnet over here, right? Testnet over here. So then, so after you have adding mainnet or testnet, so here we're gonna use testnet as an example. So then what we do is just similar to what we have done with the Ethereum testnet. So the testnet also has a facet program. So you can click here, just type in your address and click give me BNB, so Binance coin. So it will find your wallet address. So let me show you an example over here. So I already created a test network over here. So I click MetaMask, just type in password to unlock the wallet. So you see here, I'm using BSC testnet. Right. So I already have several accounts. So let me just maybe get a new account like this. I copy this address. Then I'm gonna go to Binance facet over here. Then paste the wallet address here. Click give me one. So when you see the green, it means your fund request is accepted. Then you can go back to the wallet to see, okay, your wallet already funded with one BNB. So this is for BSC testnet. So let's continue to introduce the next topic, so which is DeFi. So what is DeFi? So DeFi is decentralized finance. So since we talk about decentralized finance, you may come into mind a question about, so what is centralized finance? So for centralized finance is actually what you are using today. So you have a bank account, you have a credit card, so you make a deposit. So you deposit your money into banks. So then the banks are a sort of centralized finance, because, for example, if you want to transfer your money to another person, so you are gonna go through your bank account, right? So you can use online, or you can go to a local bank. Then you can make a request to transfer your money to another person. So, or you can do it online. So this is a centralized finance. There are many third parties who facilitate money movements between parties. And at the same time, this third parties, they charge for a certain amount of fee for using their services. So for example, like a money transfer, if I want to transfer from my bank account to another person's bank account, so I have several options. I remember I can, like, say, direct transfer for a small amount, or I can use wire, or I can use, like, if it's international, so it takes several days, and also I need to pay a certain amount of fee for the transfer. So these are the centralized finance. So what is decentralized finance? So decentralized finance is eliminates these third parties by allowing people, merchant businesses, to conduct financial transactions through blockchain. So this is a decentralized finance. So for blockchains, here we have centralized crypto exchanges. So for example, what we introduced in 459 is Coinbase.com. So like a Binance.us or Gemini. So these are the crypto exchanges. Their services are available to US users. So here I have the links over here. If you are interested, you can click the link to take a look of this centralized crypto exchanges. So what are centralized crypto exchanges? So which means, so the cryptos, the blockchains, like the Ethereum, Ether, Bitcoin, these are decentralized. However, so how to facilitate the exchanges, the swapping of these tokens between the users? So this is how centralized crypto exchange come into place, because these exchanges are also like a third party. So they provide services for users to exchange their tokens for fiat, for USD, for fiat currencies, or exchange their tokens for another token as well. But they are a centralized exchange platform. So let's talk about what are the decentralized exchange platform. So on Ethereum, Ethereum also has its own DeFi, decentralized exchange platform, so which is called Uniswap. So because here we mainly talk about BSC, so then we are going to talk about the the major DeFi platform, so used on BSC. So for the mainnet, here is a Pancake Swap used on BSC mainnet. So remember, every time we talk about mainnet, so no matter it's on Ethereum network, BSC network, Polygon, or any other blockchain network, if it's mainnet, which means this is real money. So if we use the mainnet, any platform on mainnet, this means real money. For any testnet, so that is just for testing purposes. So testnet is not real money, just keep in mind. So for here we can use Pancake Swap on mainnet, real money. So, or you can also use the Pancake Swap on the testnet as well. So here, let me click here the testnet to take a look of how it looks like. So this is how Pancake Swap looks like on the testnet. So let me switch to here where I have installed the MetaMask with some test Binance coin here. So basically, what is a decentralized platform? So a decentralized platform here is there are two major functions. One function is swap. The other function is liquidity. So for swapping, so what does it mean? So in centralized exchange, so basically if I need to say swap my token for another token, so there's a centralized platform, so who is in charge of the swapping services, right? So, but here for a DeFi platform, so which means I can actually swap the token directly from MetaMask wallet. So I do not need to have an account with the platform. For centralized exchange, for example, Coinbase.com, so then we will need to have our email registers with this platform. So then I can only use that account to make transactions. But for the DeFi platform, it's more flexible. So I can only, it's on the web browser directly. So for example, if I just switch to the account I just created is this one. So I just get 1 BNB from that account, right? So now I connect this account to the Pancake Swap on the BSC testnet. It says connected, right? So I have the amount over here. This is the balance. So I can swap to any other tokens that I may wanted. So for example, I can swap to Binance UST, or I can swap to Tether, like this one. Now let me say I want to swap for Tether, right? Or let me try if I can try something else. This one, okay, this one works better. So remember, this is only the test net. On the mainnet, the experience will be more, it's smoother than here. For the test net here, I have 1 BNB. I type in 0.2. So it allows me to swap, to exchange for 19.5 or something of BUSD. So this is the price. Price impact, liquidity providers fee. So if I click swap, confirm, So let's go back to the wallets. So the transaction is queued. So it's gonna go through. Okay, it's go through. So here I see the amount changes. So then how do I see that one? I needs to be BUSD. Yeah, so because I do not know the contract address, so I need to later copy and paste the address to see the BUSD over here. I can import over here later. So this is for swapping on Binance testnet. So let's continue to talk about another DeFi project, so which is Taffy Token. So we use the symbol TUT for Taffy Token. So Taffy Token is a DeFi project launched by CSUF Blockchain Club. So Taffy Token is a pure community-driven project, so which is built, owned, and maintained by the club. So encourage students to participate in the blockchain ecosystem. So all the club members receive the token for free, and also Taffy Token created and implemented a level mechanism, so which is donation as an investment. The main purpose is to address challenges in the fundraising for student clubs, especially for student crypto projects. So basically, every transaction, there's 3% of the transaction amount will use as a donation. And also the user will keep the rest of the token as an investment. So that is the idea of donation as an investment. So the user will only donate a small amount and also keep the rest of the amount as an investment. So this project is built on BSC and is listed on PancakeSwap. So this is not a commercial project. So the main purpose is for donation and also to encourage students to participate in the project building. So the listing price is actually very low. So it has the room to go up. So in this way, it's potentially can give the donors some reward if they are willing to donate to the student crypto project. So here, so Taffy Token is available on the BSC mainnet. As I said, anything about mainnet is about real money. So, and a good news is if you finish this class and also starting the next semester, if students finish 459 as well, so for 459 and 559, so you will able to receive a certain amount of free token when you finish the class. So let's take a look of the more details of this Taffy token here. So here is for a white paper of Taffy token. So this token is a club token. So it's used as a like a membership token for the club members. So this project is actually I actually planned this project and also the club with several students back to about 2 or 3 years ago. So at that time, we feel we need to have the students, faculty who are in CSUF, so who want to work together, who want to contribute together to make the community stronger. So that is the idea where the club come from. So this one, so Taffy Token is the first experimental project launched by the club. So this token is mainly used to encourage students to participate in blockchain. And also another major function is donation as an investment. So here are some explanations about, so what is donation as an investment? So because the traditional student club has some difficulties in fundraising. For other university club, there is a way, and the university has a procedure for how the student club gets the budget from the university and how to use this budget. So, but as in the crypto space, so the university kind of lack of mechanisms to manage the procedure, and also the club has difficulties in fundraising, donation, or charity activities. So here, Taffy Token reward donors in this way. So because in the traditional donation activities, the donors who donated a significant amount, so can benefit from tax reduction. But for the small amounts of donation, so the donor usually do not get anything as a reward. So then Taffy Token, Taffy Token will reward small amounts of donation. So, and also for volunteers. So volunteers, they usually just volunteer their time and effort to do the work. Volunteers do not receive anything as a reward. But in the Taffy Token ecosystem, in the club ecosystem, so we use Taffy Token also to reward volunteers' work. So like faculty advisors, student volunteers, and other supporters who are willing to spend their time, effort to run the club, they were gonna receive Taffy token as a reward. So there are some other benefits like transparency. So you know transparency is a major benefits of using blockchain. So we apply this transparency into the fundraising activities. So every transaction just recorded on the blockchain. So everybody globally can see the activities that happens to Taffy token. And also the custody wallet, the vault wallet is a custody solution. So if you ever taken 459, so you are gonna know what is K out of N signature. So that is we have N holders of the secret key. So we are gonna require K users together to sign, then we can unlock the donation wallet. So we're going to use Gnosis Safe as a custody service. So the other benefits like convenience, anonymity, and also, so this is the tokenomics of Taffy token. So for any contributors, they can contribute to the club in different ways. All of their contribution will be rewarded using the Taffy token. So for the donations, so the direct donations is also managed by the university fund system. So Taffy token is only for receiving a small amount of donation for indirect donations. So this is a token allocation for Taffy token. So we have planned several projects under a roadmap for Taffy token as well. So we are gonna build some cool stuff, cool project to be added to their ecosystem for Taffy token. Transaction and deflectionary, DeFi and static mining, voting and governance, bounty system, airdrop, NFT marketplace. Right, so this is about Taffy token. So Taffy token is now available on BSC mainnet. So it's available for public trading. So let's take a look of here. So here are also some details of how to and where to find Taffy token on the mainnet. So you can click this link here. So it's gonna direct you to the Taffy token on the mainnet. So because I didn't install MetaMask here, so here you will see here just one thing. So here just one thing. Just make sure you click I understand to import here. So you will see Taffy token show up, and the trading pair is TUT with BNB. So one thing we make sure is you need to set up the slippage tolerance to 12. Like this. Then you are gonna use some other currencies like BNB to swap for TNT. Just make sure the slippage tolerance is 12. And also you can only trade for only a small amount of two. So say if you have just one BNB, you will see the price impact is very high. So as I said, Taffy token is not a, say, commercial project. So the main purpose is for donation and also for us to have a real project that's listed on the real markets to play with. So basically you can only trade for a small amount. So for example, like you can buy with 0.1 BNB. So 0.1 BNB is about $40 or something, or you can trade even less. So this one will go through. It will give you a small amount, about $4 or something for the BNB. So if you want to do like this one, I don't think it will go through. So basically, you can try from 0.01, so about $4 or something for the trading. So so this is the Taffy token on the Binance chain mainnet. And for this class, so you do not have to spend any money on this class or on any type of token. You do not need to buy the real Ether for this class. You do not need to buy Taffy token on the mainnet, because you can just play it on the testnet as well. So these are not real money. So you can click here. Let me copy paste this account over this. No, it's this one. Okay, this is an article. So basically, you can try just the Taffy token on the testnet. So first connect to the testnet, and also get some test Ether, and also use the testnet app. So this is the token address of Taffy token on BSC testnet. So you can copy and paste over here. For example, if I want to use BNB to buy Taffy token on the testnet instead, so then I can do add here. Then I'm gonna click here. I want to do buy 0.001 to Taffy token. So I can click a swap. So you may find there's an error here. So it says the transaction cannot succeed due to an error. So this is because I didn't change the setting. So if I change the slippage to 12, so it's gonna go through. So you can confirm from your wallet here. Just go confirm. Then go back to the wallet to check to see any other, check to see the transaction if it's going through. Okay, it goes through. So let me click import. So this is the contract address that I copied and paste. USDTUT over here. Decimal 9, click add, import. So then you are gonna see the Taffy token that I just swapped from the mainnet, from the testnet over here. So let's talk about NFTs. So we have talked about other blockchains, talk about, so what is DeFi? So another emerging topic in blockchain is NFTs. And I think you should already familiar with NFTs, because we have done the crypto zombie lessons. So NFTs are for Ethereum are two standard token standard, 721 and 11.15.5. So for NFTs, actually anyone can create his or her own NFTs and also list it on an NFT market place. So for example, like here are some very famous collections of NFTs recently, such as CryptoPunks, Bored Ape, and Hash masks. So you can use OpenSea. So OpenSea is the largest NFT marketplace globally. And also this one is actually a connection that I created several years ago. But this is not for sale purposes. I just created for demonstration purposes. So here is the connection that I created and listed on OpenSea. So you can also create your own NFTs. I'm not an artist, so I just randomly created some images and just listed over here. So if you see this one, this is actually our CSUF campus. So when during the lockdown time, there's nobody on the campus. So I created this piece of work just in memory of the pandemic. So so then if you say for OpenSea, you can actually see most of the very popular NFT works, such as this one is a very popular ape, a Bored Ape Club, and they are actually very expensive. I do not know why. They are expensive, but they are. The truth is they are like. These are some avatars of apes. Some of them sold over 150 Ether. Or you can see like Cyber CryptoPunk. This is another very expensive and also famous connections of cyber punks. They're also listed on OpenSea here. So this is for NFTs. So Metaverse. So Metaverse is another recently emerging topic in the crypto space. So I think many people have heard of Metaverse is because of Facebook, because Facebook recently changed its company's name from Facebook to Meta. So which is just the name change reflect the shifting focus of building Metaverse. And also Microsoft also acquired Blizzard with $70 billion this year. So so then what is Metaverse? So Metaverse is actually a combination of Meta and the verse, and denoting the next generation of internet. So where it's a virtual space, it's a digital virtual space where users can use avatars to interact with each other. So this is Metaverse. So for Metaverse in crypto space, the two leading projects are Decentralized and Sandbox. So you can click the link to try on these two projects. So they were built several years ago. So I remember when I first use decentralized and sandbox, actually there are no much things to do there, because I remember first time I was in decentralized, so there's no clothes or like the hair or avatar for my character. So I just enter the world. The world has nothing there. So it's almost empty. But now if you try on Decentraland, you will see there are a lot of users playing Decentraland, and the avatars are looks interesting, the avatars for now. And also there's a planning project. This is our Metaverse lab. We are planning this TuffyVerse project. So this TuffyVerse, so it's used to improve the diversity, equity, and inclusion for student success by because we can use a virtual space to eliminate the bias in teaching, mentoring, and advising processes. So also the same website here from TuffyVerse. So this is our lab. So this is a student work, use Roblox simulation. And also these are our lab members. So we are still looking for students and faculty who are interested in this field. And we are seeking for internal and external fundings to support student positions. So if you are interested in, you can click subscribe, then type in your email. So you are gonna receive the latest update from us. Or for Blockchain Club, you can click here to join the Discord, then to talk with alumni who are working currently in crypto industry, and also talk with students who have the common interest in crypto space. So here is our current club board. Tyler, Vui. So we are looking for, we had several very cool events in the past 3 years. So we are still looking for new members who can take over the torch from the current board members. And GameFi. So gaming is for so free to play is actually the basis of the current game industry, right? So like if you use App Store, so most of the games are for free, but they charge in-app purchases. Like if you want to buy a weapon or equipment in the game, then you need to pay. Otherwise, you are free to pay. So this is the basis for gaming industry. So then what is GameFi? So GameFi is a new business model, so which is using play to earn business model. So this is the latest development in the game industry. So which means you are not only play the game for free, but also you can play the game to earn money. So this is a new business model empowered by crypto. So here are some leading projects on play to earn in crypto space. So one is on Ethereum, so which is Axie Infinity. So another one is on Binance Smart Chain, so which is more bucks. So here are the links. If you are interested, you can click the link and take a look of these two leading projects. So for security, so this is another very important and also emerging topic in crypto space. So the crypto exchange Bitfinex, it was hacked in 2016, but this year, I remember a few months ago, so the government FBI seized 3.6 billion of the stolen cryptocurrencies uh, linked to the hack, and the two suspects were arrested, and all the funds that were hacked and stolen in 2006, they were recovered. So this is a very good news. So here are some details. You can click a link to take a look here. So, and also because cryptocurrencies are money, right? They are real money. And I think many people get into the crypto space is because this is actually a rich industry. So because many people become very rich in only a short period of time. And also, so this is a tracking point to the hackers. So because the money are here, and so the hackers are going to hack this project. So here are some informations about the hacking happened in DeFi space, and also for crypto scans as well. So of course, there are several that many security solutions to deal with the securities in crypto space as well as in DeFi space. So if, for example, like Certic. So Certic is actually a university backed project. So they have done some research on crypto, especially DeFi security, and later they built a startup company, so which is called Certic. They provide code auditing for Solidity programs, smart contract. Another topic is token offering and regulations. There are many changes in policy and regulation in crypto space, especially in the recent years. For example, like so China has fully banned cryptocurrency trading starting 2021. So in May 2021, so China prohibit financial institution from engaging in any crypto transactions, and it's banned all domestic mining in June 2021. But at the same time, some other countries began to adopt cryptocurrencies. So these are just opposite. So the countries are going to opposite directions. So some countries are going to ban crypto, but some countries are going to adopt crypto. For example, like El Salvador. So this is the first country. It's also happened last year, September 2021. So El Salvador becomes the first country that adopt Bitcoin as a legal tender. So what I mean as a legal tender? So El Salvador used to use US dollar as the legal tender for the country. So for example, like in the United States, we use US dollars as the currency, as a legal tender, right? And now El Salvador used to use US dollar, but now they use Bitcoin as the legal tender for a country. So this is the first time. So the countries that they are going different directions for banning or adopting crypto currencies. And also in the United States. So every state has its own policies and regulations on cryptocurrencies, and they could be quite different. So for example, like Miami. So Miami is famous for its crypto city because it uh, allows people who work for the government to accept Bitcoin as the salary. So Miami is a crypto city, but in some other cities or states, they are just quite different from each other. Another topic is cross-chain and the bridge, because we talk about there are several, actually many blockchain network. They used to separate from each other. But the latest update is a blockchain bridge. So what is a bridge? So a bridge connects two blockchain networks and allow users to send cryptocurrencies from one chain to the other. So for example, you may see like WBTC. WBTC stands for Wrapped Bitcoin. So that is to wrap the Bitcoin, and they are going to have the same value on the two different blockchains. Or you may see the wrapped Ether. So here is a link for a cross-chain bridge. You can take a look, and also say we may just show something like in the test net here of the PancakeSwap here. It also has a bridge. So if you click here, it also allows you to bridge your asset from one chain to the other one. So here, say you can also click this one. List the cross chain. So for example, you will click the wallets, bridge tokens. You can select a currency signature network. So you can bridge from Ethereum to like BSC. Select a currency. I want to bridge. So what are this? Like Ether or something else. Then just use connect wallets and the bridge. So so basically this and here are some references and external readings. So if you're interested, you can click the link and take a further look. So that is for all for this lecture, and thank you.